Have you ever wondered, why are people today not equal? Why are there rich people and poor people? Are there rulers and ruled people? For millions of years, our ancestors lived in nomadic tribes with almost no class divisions. So what happened that made us start building huge social pyramids from small villages, where inequality became an inseparable part? What creates inequality?
"2.5 million years, our ancestors lived as hunter-gatherers. They lived in small groups without complex social barriers, and some researchers have called it a primitive, affluent society. Although life was sometimes harsh, they ate a varied diet and worked much less than their later generations. But then, things changed. About 12,000 years ago, the greatest fraud in history occurred. Humans began to domesticate wheat, rice, potatoes, and other plants and animals. Instead of humans controlling nature, these plants domesticated us. They forced humans to work in the sun, weeding and watering them.
The result? The agricultural revolution did not bring better diets or more leisure time. Instead, it created an unprecedented population explosion that caused the number of humans to skyrocket. From small groups of people who knew each other, we began to live in villages, then cities, with thousands and tens of thousands of strangers. And this is where the problem arises. How can thousands, even millions of strangers live and cooperate peacefully together? Humans are not biologically programmed to do that. The answer lies in the imagined order. These are stories, myths, and belief systems that people create and believe in together. They are not objective truths, but imagined fabrications. For example, the division of people into classes, such as nobles, commoners, and slaves, or whites over blacks, men over women, are all such imagined orders. We believe in them, and they allow millions of strangers to cooperate and live together under a system of order. These orders divided people into different classes, creating a pyramid-shaped society. The most common was the gender-based caste system, with men almost always being treated better than women since the agricultural revolution. There were also nobles and commoners, rich and poor, slave owners and slaves. These systems were not neutral. They were created to ensure privilege for one group. These myths are so deeply ingrained in people's subconscious that they make them believe that hierarchy is natural and just, even though it actually exists only in the collective imagination. They are the basis for villages to grow into vast empires where millions of people can cooperate for a common goal, even at the cost of inequality. All of this has created a society in which injustice has become an immutable principle, with no justice in history. The rulers enjoy privileges, while the ruled have to work hard, simply because they were born into a socially imagined lower class. So how can these imagined orders be maintained on such a large scale? How can we communicate such complex stories to millions of people across generations? The answer lies in another great human invention, which is also the subject of the next episode: the first stories recorded in writing.